I'm being watched. She's been watching me like this the entire time. The awkward silence, I have no idea what to say, or whether I should say anything, or whether she's even thinking about talking to me. Just like that, all day, literally, she's been staring at me continuously, with that same smile, without ever getting tired or bored. Did I say all day? It's been a week. That's how long it's been since I beat the King of Conquerors. Since she beat the King of Conquerors, rather. Yep, for 1 week. 7 days, give or take. Space doesn't work the same in here as it does outside, but time still does. And here we are. Same cavern, same treasure on the floor, same cage, same titan. I want out. Staring at the same 4 walls for the last 7 days has given me an incredible case of cabin fever. That I can't go anywhere. All I can do is what she's doing. Stay right here and watch her like she's watching me. Her unexpected kindness throws me off balance, but my observations, including the ones about how to escape, are teaching me more about her. The titan in the cavern, a servant who controls her master, a monster called Altair who's not quite a heroic spirit with a smile and the bearing of a goddess. Her guard is completely down. She's still watching me, but not as carefully. I know that's because I've been watching her the whole time. Every movement, every word, she doesn't suspect a thing. Even if she's not being cautious, she's still talking to me every chance she gets, so I haven't had the chance to try messing with the cage. All in all, no matter how much she lowers her guard, there's no practical way to break myself out. After a week of observation, I've learned one thing. I'm out of options. But in order to maintain my digital body, I do need to share some of her resources. She served me drinks already this week. None of them were spiked with viruses, as far as I know. So that means... At first I don't know what she's talking about. Is Altera referring to me specifically or to humans in general? Strictly speaking, digital bodies don't need to eat food, but wizards don't naturally crave the experiences and habits we're used to, like eating and drinking. Thought maybe she was talking about learning more about humanity, but apparently she's only talking about me. So then what kind of experience is she looking for? If she didn't even understand that humans get hungry, what knowledge or experience does she have? Yeah, that's a good question, actually. What has she experienced in her past?
私が実態を伴って得た経験はおおむねそこで起こった出来事です。優勢のための破壊、地上の文明の大半を私は滅ぼしました。私が目にしたあらゆる生命は抗っていました。戦っていた。ですので食事だとかそういうものを見る機会はほとんどなくて、最後までそうでした。力尽きて。
Again, with what happened 14,000 years ago. Sounds like some mythical epic, but I don't think she's lying. At least it makes more sense if she didn't literally destroy the Earth, but rather collapsed in the middle of trying. If she has been out of power ever since, that explains how humanity's been able to grow and foster, not having to worry about her. We built and maintained civilizations all the way up to the 21st century, long enough for me to become a wizard and try for the Holy Grail.
地上での私が得た経験はそれだけです。本体再び優勢がこの銀河にやってくるまでずっとずっと。だからごめんなさい。不便を感じさせたくはないけど、私はきっとまたご迷惑をおかけすると思います。本当にサイズばかり大きくて、あなたにとっての私はひどく世間知らずに映るのでしょうね。
She's ashamed of her inexperience. Whatever she does know, she's never had the chance to put it into practice. I don't know if it's my place to call her ignorant. But that aside, I understand what she's trying to say. This kind of understanding doesn't come naturally to her. She doesn't get how humans work at all, not even how they eat or drink. She may look like a human, but since she's been here the whole time, this whole time in this cramped room by herself for 14,000 years.
大半は眠って過ごしていましたし、それにここは安全ですから何も問題なんてありませんでした。はい、私だけでなく誰も傷つかないこと、そんな状況はここにしかありません。なんであれ私は目覚めました。再び優勢が到来する先触れとして。それまでの間はずっと長い。
I don't know how to feel for her. Sleeping here for all that time, and from the look on her face, her dreams weren't always pleasant ones. I start to say something about that, but I keep my mouth shut instead. If I start to pity her, I'll get sidetracked. My first and foremost priority is to get out of this cage, and to ask her more questions and gather more information. I should ask her more about the way she collapsed back on Earth.
セファールが地上でムクロとなったのは確かです。ですが、それで私が消滅したわけではなくて、セファールの本体はここにいる私です。この私がある限り、セファールは何度でも地上に現れます。必要な条件さえ揃えば、私はまた本物の肉体を得ることが。
Necessary requirements. I wonder if that means taking full control of the moon cell. If so, if I told Altera I'd help her create that body, would she let me out?
ありえない話はしないように。そんなことは絶対に起きません。絶対です。何があってもあなたはそうしないはずです。セファールを地上に下ろしたりはしない。あなたはセラフを守ろうとするでしょう。ムーンセルを制圧しようとする私とも敵対する。 どうあっても結果は同じ。他に方法があるとしても、私はムーンセルを壊す他にないのですから。
Again she gives me that lonely expression. I thought she wanted to materialize on Earth and or destroy the moon cell just so she could leave this cavern, but apparently that's not the case. So what's Altera really going for?
教えてあげましょうか。そいつの望みは破壊することだけよ。やっと入れたわ。へえ、ここが巨神の石室ね。多少は手こずったけど、いざ本気になれば何のことはなかったわ。このエリザベート・バートリーにかかれば未明領域だろうと。
Go away. You're very annoying. Someone's flown in through a hole in the wall. A petite young woman with the features of a dragon. Who is she? She gave her name, but...
いいこと。私は親切だから教えてあげる。あんたを閉じ込めてるそいつにあるのは破壊だけ。他には何にもないの。それはそいつが破壊の化身だからよ。文明を踏みつけてめちゃくちゃに壊して何もかも終わらせるのが楽しくて仕方がない。いい
Elizabeth Bathory. The name doesn't ring a bell. She doesn't look like a wizard, so she must be a servant. And she sounds like she knows Altera well.
その気配、貴様、アルキメデスの手の者か。ここは私の領域だ。侵食されたサーバントごときが軽々しく立ち入っていい場所ではない。ダメよ、そんな風に選ぶって見せたってね。優勢のしもべって意味じゃ対等でしょ。それにあなた、何？おかしいったらないわ。セラフの NPC だってあなたよりはまともよね。破壊のためだけに生まれたものがあれこれ考えること自体間違ってるのよ。不純だわ。そうね。正しくないのよ。どうしようもなく間違ってるわ、アルテラ。
Oddly, even though Altera could easily punish the Pink Dragon Girl, she doesn't. Did she say they were both working for the End of the Star? Is that way Altera's not retaliating? Because they're allies. Altera told her to leave, but that's it. Now she's sitting there and letting Elizabeth tell her off. That's not like her at all. At least not from what I know of Altera, which admittedly isn't much.
この際だから言ってあげるわ。あなたなんかに大きな顔させてるのはムカつくの。だってこの私が優勢勢力に加わったのよ。自分が何かもわからないデクノボーなんかより私の方がよっぽどうまく。何よ、いいところだったのよ。敵営の自動察知機能よね。文字通りのお邪魔虫じゃない。なんか悪いったら。もうムカつく。また来るわ。それまでせいぜいやることやって私のために働きなさい、アルテ。あ、そうそう、そっちの小豚も少しは必死になりなさい。そこにぜーんとそびえていらっしゃるのは優勢の巨人なんだから。甘くごめんなさい。次のお仕事までは静かに休ませてあげたかったのですが、彼女が言った通り敵の新聞です。前と同じ。今回もどうかお願いします。私のマスター、無茶だけはなさらないよう 私ではそれなりの苦戦が予想される。聞くまでもないか。
Yeah, no need to ask at all. I'm her prisoner, not her friend. She's leeching off my mana by force, thanks to her special little contract. I may not be able to escape, but I can still say this. I would never willingly support Aldera in battle. All I can do right now is keep gathering information. And wait for my chance.
きっかけさえあれば、いつでも逃げ出してみせるという顔だな。それでも構わん。お前はただ私の傍らにあればいい。どうせレガリアは私のものだ。そしてお前も私のものだ。話はしないし、いかなる英霊であろうと渡す気もない。ただ気をつけろよ。お前の行動いかんではお前は戦場で死ぬ。トップサー
Did she just worry about me? For a minute there she almost sounded like Titan Altera. What exactly is she thinking? This person keeps me in a cage, but she listens to me. If I ask her a question, she answers. And she worries about me too. There's something else is bothering me. Something Elizabeth said. It's what she does for fun.
そうだ。あの女の発言に間違いはない。私はただの破壊の化身、殺戮の機械だ。そしてお前が私とは違う考えを抱いているのも知っている。
And isn't it... Oh, so then isn't it odd that she seems so worried about me? I understand she needs me for mana, but she has a regalia now, so I think she'd be able to work around that without me.
思い上がるな。お前は私のマスターに過ぎない。私をどう嫌悪したところで、私の指に収まるしかない囚人だ。援護しろとは言わない。コードキャストなど私には不要だからな。黙って私の戦いを見ていろ。ああ、この夢はいつ覚めるのか。ムーンセルより選ばれたルーラーとして。
Now this is a tiny stage.
殺意も敵意もないまま立ち去れ。それ以上踏み込めば私は容赦はしない。名高き征服王を制したと聞き及びましたが、ここまでの力を持っているとは。流星の先兵、人の営み、その全てを奪わんとする者。なるほど。次なるトップサーバントはお前というわけか。旧国の聖女ジャンヌ・ダルク。故国ならざるセラフをも救わんとするか。無駄なことだ。やめておけ。
Following the King of Conquerors, here comes the Holy Maiden of the Nation of Salvation. Her true name is Jeanne d'Arc, a world-famous hero from France's 100 Years' War. Even if I'm stored away in the ring, I can feel her hidden power from here. If the King of Conquerors' intensity is like an onrushing tank, the Holy Maiden is like a flow of cool, clear water. Beautiful, but also intense. After all, enough water can bring down a mountain.
英雄としてのお前は多くの命を奪い救ったのだろう。だが私は文明を破壊する天の使い。たとえ貴様が津波になろうと我が猛威を崩すことはできない。諦めろ。そして我が破壊の軍門に下れ。従うのなら殺しはしない。トップサ私に下れと。ムーンセルから伝達された情報とはいささかイメージが違いますね。 様。ですがそれは無駄な降伏勧告です。月の王権たるレガリアを有してはいませんが、私にはこのクラスがある。本来であれば聖杯戦争を管轄裁定するためにこそエクストラクラスを与えられた身ですが、今はこの力を戦いのために使いましょう。アルテラ、あなたの全てを封じるために。
そうか。そこで殺すと口にしないのは貴様の心情なのだろうな。甘い考えだが、戦場でその甘さを徹底できる者は真の強者であることを私は知っている。いいだろう。愉快な心持ちになったぞ、ジャンヌ・ダルク。まずはその聖なるものを私は破壊しよう。
どうでしょう。あなたは本当に世界の全てを破壊できますか？
無論だ。であるからこそムーンセルはお前たちを使わしたのだからな。
That was really easy. A storm hits. No, more than that. I'm getting chills. Even locked away in this ring, I can feel them. An overpowering existence is coming very close. Someone like the King of Conquerors? No, not at all. And not like Jeanne d'Arc either. In the blur between that instant and the next, the hellish rain drove straight into the ground all around us.
これを喜ばずして何を喜ぶ。
自らの手で限界を。そんなことはあり得るはずがありません。いかにトップサーバントといえども。
Emma is lost for words. Emma is stunned as she is. That golden heroic spirit's presence is overpowering. He hasn't even revealed his true name yet. If I still had my memories, I might have known his origin. Try to see what I can sense, and all I can perceive is an enormous projection of noble phantasms, just like in that rain.
単独での限界、あり得たる事象、それが何だというのだ。私は戦う者、殺戮の機械だ。破壊する。古い文明の匂いがする。お前は人間よりのまっとうな命の流れにいないな。黄金の鎧と無限のホーム、これに該当するサーバントは一機なる。呼ばれもせずに現れたか、英雄王。
英雄王、世界最古の英雄、ギルガメッシュ。
匂いとは優勢のしもべらしい野蛮さよ。食うことのみに執着する獣のようではないか。だがその言葉、貴様の比類なき肉体に免じて受け取ろう。褐色の戦士よ、星に刻まれた伝承がまことか否か、俺に見せてみるがいい。
The King of Heroes, Gilgamesh. That's the name of the hero from the oldest epic known to man, the first human to have his deeds passed on in legend. He was a cruel king who reigned in the city of Uruk, collected every treasure, and even defied the gods. How could this be? Even by top servant standards, he's incomparable. Any wizard in the Holy Grail War would know his name. Hell, I've lost my memories, even I remember him now. It's no good, can't possibly beat him. And yet Altera still has her sword raised.
戦士文明の末端、私の足から逃れた末裔風情が大きな口を叩くな。
そうか、やはり破壊しか知らぬのか。よいぞ、俺を飽きさせるな。
Fall to the power of my rainbows. Gilgamesh strikes without hesitation or mercy. He's no doubt aware that Altera fights for the unborn star, but he has no qualms about catching his own soldiers in the crossfire. The amount of artillery he's laying down would be terrifying just to watch, and here we are in the thick of it. In a sense, I'm more frightened of him than I am of Altera. A relentless destroyer. In those terms, they're both the same. I should have seen it sooner.
姿にはならぬのか。小生意気にも俺をじらすか。白い巨人になれば俺を圧倒できよう。英霊もどき程度では物足りん。遠慮はいらぬ。怪物の類に刺したる興味はないが、こと人理の完全なる破壊者ともなれば話は別だ。かつて神を殺した巨人、地表を蹂躙したおぞましき者、まさに
The king of heroes is right. Extella broke a sweat against the king of conquerors, and here she's up against a wall. If she really can transform into a world-destroying titan, why doesn't she? Is her ability to transform restricted somehow? If so, it occurs to me that Serapha was built on information. We could theoretically reproduce the White Titan's data and unlock her power that way. Of course, that's a wild guess.
英雄王、確かに私は破壊の化身だ。多くを残してみせた英雄とは違う。剣を振るう目的はただ一つ、破壊だが、それでも私にはかつてこの姿で地上をかけた記憶がある。1万4000年前の巨人ではなく、小さき人として、ただ壊すだけではなく、確かに意義を残したはずの戦いだ。その過程を汚すことはできない。お前の言う通り、この私はただの英霊もどきに過ぎないのだろう。今の私は英霊アルテラだ。そう呼んだ者がいる以上、私はこの姿のまま破壊の大王として剣を取る。セファールと戦いたいのであれば、この私の体と教授ごと粉砕するがいい。
Yeah. And now, for the first time, I understand something about her. Everything she just said was completely sincere. Every word of it was true, and it came from the bottom of her heart. She may be the king of destruction. She may be a killing machine. She was born that way, and I fully expect her to stay that way. But at the same time, just in this one moment, I felt a quiver in her heart. Not as Altera, the vanguard of the Emerald Star. Not as Altera, the killer machine! What do you mean killing machine, mate? If she can be a heroic spirit, then I.
さあ白き巨人に変われ。雑種もどきのままではたちまち死ぬぞ。
私はセファールには。
Poison, she said, an offensive program designed to inflict continuous, lasting damage. But if that's the case, we have an option. A certain code cast can cure poison, regardless of the nature of the target. This particular poison having come from a noble phantasm, it might be harder to cure, but I can at least suppress it. Alitera, I tell her. Oh, sorry. Alitera, I tell her. I'm going to use a code cast. Hang on.
いいだろう。我がトリコ、治療を任せる。 再開する。何のつもりだ、英雄王。
見ての通りだが、何、俺が話をつける相手は巨神の方だったのだがな。あれにならないというのであれば、貴様に用を押し付けるしかあるまい。優勢の先兵、いや英霊アルテラよ。貴様はまどろみの中で全てを忘れたようだがな。我が王国と貴様とは多少の因縁がある。かつての地上の話である。俺が誕生する前の契約である。その相手は貴様ではなく貴様の方にだが。
お前が私と契約だと。
何、身内の恥というやつよ。ゴーハラだが、俺の父に当たる者どもは貴様に一度見逃されていてな。その折に貴様は神々に誓わせたのだ。この借りは決して消えぬ。代償をもって返却せよとな。まったく俺には関係のない負債だが、これを踏み倒したとあってはウルクの名に傷がつこう。よって神々に代わって俺が貴様と契約しよう。一度きりだが貴様を助力してやるとな。
それはつまりお前のようなおかしな男が
加わるかたわけ。英霊として立とうという貴様の方針は理解したと言ったのだ。それを笑うことはあれ、阻むことはないだけよ。
It seems there is no more animosity between them. Good. The relief floods through me. I can almost feel my consciousness collapse from overtension and fatigue, all melting away now. Now that I've heard him out, it seems he came to test us rather than kill us. Though he no doubt would have killed us if we hadn't fought so hard.
ほう、指輪の中にマスターを収めているか。哀れなる領主よ。貴様の言葉も間違いではない。何しろ伝え聞いた巨人の姿ではなかったのだ。俺も慎重に様子見をせざるを得なかった。しかし、そう。
He gave me a look just now. Or did I imagine it?
ほう、そういうのか。面白い。喜べアルテラ。俺はこれより貴様の副官となることを決めたぞ。
Why? The ancient king of heroes playing second fiddle to Aldera, who was working for the Emperor Star, which wants to destroy the world? Doesn't that mean the world is finished? And wait a second, didn't he say he wasn't going to join earlier?
勢いで口にしたことゆえ、それは忘れる。いや、アルテラだけであれば、このまま立ち去るつもりだったがな。まあよい。この俺が手を貸してやるというのだ。二度も言わせるな。ただし心せよ。俺が進んで貴様らの企みに助力することはない。たとえ貴様が命を失おうともな。
So in other words,
こう思っておけ。最上にして最強の武器を得たと。
最上の武器。
I see. Then maybe the world isn't going to end tomorrow if that's what he means by being Altera's second in command. Although I am afraid that the end did just get a lot closer.
驚天動地の展開にしてやったというのに、これでも笑わぬか。ほとほとつまらんやつよな、アルテラ。
待って、英雄王、どこへ行く？
俺は貴様の軍の 感となったが命令は受け付けん。だいたい俺が口出しをしては意味があるまい。英霊として立つのならその立ち方は自分で見つけるがいい。俺はそれまでヤジを飛ばすだけの男よ。
And just like that, he's gone. Is he a stubborn tyrant, or is he just free-spirited? It can be both. Extella quietly breathes out a sigh. I can feel her touching the ring ever so slightly. Aside from the difference of scale, it feels just the same as being held by Titan Extella.
どういった意図なのですか、英雄王。まさかあなたのようなサーバントが世界の破壊者たる優勢の軍門に下るなどと。
なんだ、生きていたのか聖女とやら。ならばすでに俺の述べた言葉を耳にしていよう。それ以上でも以下でもない。俺は決して言葉をたがえることはない。貴様こそなんだ、ムーンセルに呼び出されたようだが、サーバントとは契約者に仕えるもの。英霊とはムーンセルを守るものではない。最終的に人間の未来に重きを置くものだ。あの征服王がそうであったようにな。奴め、最後まで自分の理由で戦いおって。まあいい。旗持ちの聖女よ。果たして貴様が重きを置くのはどちらかな。
今回は思わぬ予想外の結果だった。お前の、つまり礼を言う。かりそめの英霊である私には英雄王はあまりある相手だった。だが勝利を果たした。破壊せずあそこまで持ち込めたのはお前の力だ。サーバントとしての魔力供給を受けるだけの私のみでは到底かなわなかった。お前の助力、私は嬉しく思う。
No matter what our contract looks like, I am her master, so of course I'll support her. That won't go wrong. Regardless of everything up until now, I'll spare no effort in assisting her with my code casts from now on. She doesn't have to thank me. After all, our contract binds us together.
調子に乗るな。お前が我がマスターであることには何一つ変わりはないのだからな。そうだ。これまでもこれからも。
No, sorry, I dozed off. Regardless, I feel like something has changed. Am I imagining it? It feels like we're both taking a step together. I know Extella is still an enemy, out to destroy the world. I'm still afraid of her, still cautious of her. But even so, something happened between the two of us today.
なんだその顔は。納得がいかないが、分かったらもうあちらへ戻れ。魔力の回復は前回と変わらず重要な役目だ。
Oh? What's this? I feel like I've walked in on something awkward. She's hiding her face like an ostrich hides its head. What is she doing? I don't remember saying anything to the other Altera that would have upset her like this. At least not that I'm aware of. Or if I did say something, I wish you would tell me. Huh? Did she just whimper? Is she afraid of something? No, afraid isn't the right word. Alright, well, standing and watching this isn't going to help. Titan Altera, what are you?
はい。おかえりなさい。
Am I supposed to ride her hand up to the cage again? I could, but... Did I really catch her that much off guard just now? She was so relaxed and elegant before. What happened? Hiroto has never been like this either. This is...
そんな。どうしてですか？あなたは私のマスターですよね。
Yes, I am. And a prisoner. But some things are no longer necessary. Some things need to end.
やめる？そんな、本当に本気で言っているのですか？だってさっきあなたはマスターだって言ってくださって。
So she does know about our exchange in front of the throne, which means she should already understand. There's no need for the cage. They won't run away. Even if we would not attack the traditional master and servant here, that doesn't matter. I made up my mind when I used that code cast. Because I am your master. She acknowledges herself as the great king of destruction, but she wants to be a person too. I don't know a lot about the Emperor's Star, but I think I know Altera enough to trust in who she is now. And I don't want to leave until I know who she will be.
私のことを信頼してくれるのですか？あなたは虜なのに。私はあなたを捕らえました。脅しもしました。痛い思いもさせました。父である戦場へも強制的に赴かせて、無理やり指輪を。なのにあなたは言うのですね。この私のマスターであると。はい。なら私もあなたの決意に応えなくてはいけませんね。約束させてください。もうあなたを檻には入れません。檻は破壊します。あなたには別のふさわしいものを用意しますから。
How strange. I don't feel any hostility anymore. My first impression of her comes back to me. How beautiful she looked, her red eyes, the face of a benevolent goddess. My fear of her hasn't gone away, but there's something else in me now. Something to counter that fear. It's the conviction that Altera is someone worth fighting alongside. Even to the death.
でも檻を壊すのは明日からです。だってそのやるべきことがあるんです。そこは従ってください。よろしいですね。ありがとうございます。私のマスター。今夜まではどうか檻の中にいてください。それから今日は本当にお疲れ様でした。 食べていっぱい休んでくださいね。
Okay, we're going to leave things there for today. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll catch you next time.